Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for making it here today. I would especially like to thank the beautiful bridesmaids and also the not so beautiful groomsmen. And then, of course, we can't forget to thank the newlywed couple for allowing us to be here today and be a part of this beautiful ceremony and most important day in our lives. I should start by introducing myself. My name is Brad, and many of you may be wondering how it is that I came to be the best man in this wedding. I guess I'll start with how I met Stephen. Well, actually, I can say I never really met Stephen. As a child may say about their father or their older brother, you never really meet a father or an older brother. They're just kind of always there, and that's how it is with Stephen. Stephen has always been there for me and throughout my entire life. Of course, this means that growing up, I was younger than Stephen, and this allowed me to follow in Stephen's footsteps uh, throughout my life. Um, I hope to be able to continue to follow in Stephen's footsteps, and one day have a bride as radiant, loving, and tolerant as Beth is. This is also, growing up in Stephen's footsteps, allowed me to have a wonderful scapegoat for any shortcomings in my personality. I'd like to use this scapegoat right now to let you all know that I followed in Stephen's footsteps in high school, and I followed in Stephen's footsteps in high school into competitive speaking, and he took me under his all-caring wing and taught me everything I know about public speaking and speech writing. So any shortcomings in the quality or lack thereof of this speech should be directed towards Mr. Holm, and I take no personal responsibility for it. When we were growing up together, we spent a lot of time in each other's backyards playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Our parents can attest to this, I'm sure. So the gentleman you see, the groom you see over here dressed up in his wedding day attire, I can still have vivid memories of him running around in my backyard pretending to be the Red Ranger and doing his absolute best to perform a roundhouse kick, which was always ridiculous to watch. But of course, Stephen has grown up and matured since then, although he has matured ever so slightly. And of course, this goes back to Beth being a tolerant bride, and of course, I'm also going to need to follow in his footsteps and find a tolerant bride myself. But the Red Ranger over there has found the true love of his life and managed to capture her attention long enough to have the opportunity to marry her still, to make her Mr. Holmes. No, that's scratch that part. Still practicing. Um, of course, having known Stephen as long as I have, I can tell when he is certain about something. Just like I could tell that he was certain when he told me that he wanted to go back to school, when he wanted to change, when he wanted to become a high school algebra teacher. But when he told me that Beth was the one and that he was going to ask her to marry him, there was no reservations in his voice or in his delivery at all about whether or not this was truly what he meant to say. As I've gotten to know Beth more and more since then, I realized that Stephen truly has been blessed with an amazing woman, and he couldn't have asked for a better partner to spend for the rest of his life. Beth truly is amazing and a godsend for Stephen, and I couldn't ask for such a good friend of mine to have any better of a woman in his life. Now, in closing, I've been told that I'm entitled to one corny joke, and you're about to hear it. This really has been an amazing ceremony. Even the cake is in tears. Thank you. I would just like to say that going forward, I hope that this marriage is modern enough to survive the times, yet old-fashioned enough to last forever. Stephen and Beth truly are an amazing couple. and now they have become an amazing married couple. I wish them the absolute best. I hope God blesses them going forward and that they have a life filled with love and happiness. To Beth and Steve.